Hi there, welcome to the add-ons. Today we'll continue our walkthrough of the dynamic field for Elementor Forms plugin. If you followed the previous video, we covered dynamic value, how to prefill single fields using sources like URL parameters, user method, post method, options, cookies, and the current day and time. In this video, we move to dynamic drop-down options. That means creating the actual list of choices for select, radio, and checkbox fields. Dynamic options enable your form to display a different set of selectable items based on data sources, including URL parameters, taxonomies, posts, options, CSV files, or the database. Create a form to get started. Section 1 URL parameters drop-down. Let's start with the simplest example, creating a select drop-down whose options are loaded from a URL parameter. This is useful when you want one form to serve different landing pages or campaigns. Let's start with the simplest example. First, add a new field and set the label to fruit list. Set the type to select. Leave the options box empty. We'll generate the options dynamically, so you don't need to prefill them here. Switch to the Advanced tab of that field. Under Dynamic Type, choose the field that will get data. Disabled, don't use dynamic, enter handle as usual. Default value, just autofill default value, e.g. prefill from URL, user method, etc. Option, automatically generate a list of choices based on the data source you selected. So I choose option. For dynamic array source, choose URL parameter. This allows the select field to read the parameter from the page URL and convert its values into drop-down options. In the dynamic key field, enter the parameter name you will use in URLs, for example, fruit. Click Publish and Preview. At first, you will notice there are no options in the drop-down, and that's expected. Now in your browser address bar, add this to the end of your page URL and fruit equal apple, orange, banana. Then reload the page. Your drop-down will now automatically display apple, orange, and banana, all generated dynamically from the URL parameter. Now let's move on to another powerful source, WordPress taxonomy. This is perfect when you want to pull options directly from your site's existing taxonomy terms, for example, a list of product categories or blog tags. Set the label to something like category. Set the type to radio. Leave the options blank. Under Dynamic Type, choose Options. For dynamic array source, choose Taxonomy. Once you select Taxonomy, a new drop-down will appear called Taxonomy, and you will see all available taxonomies from your site. Category, list your blog post categories. Tag, shows post tags. Format, displays post formats if enabled. Brand, often comes from WooCommerce or a product add-on. Shipping class, WooCommerce product shipping categories. For example, choose category for blog categories. Click Update and preview the page. You will now see the radio field automatically filled with our available post categories, pulled directly from WordPress. Let's try to choose tags. You will now see the radio field auto-filled with the available tags. Now let's see how to populate a radio with post or custom post times. For example, listing our available blog posts or WooCommerce products. Add a new field labeled Product List. Set the type to checkbox. Under Dynamic Type, choose Options just like before. For Dynamic Array Source, choose Post Type. Once you select, a new field will appear and you will see all available post types on your site, such as Post, list your regular blog post. Page, list stated pages on your site. Template, load your Elementor templates. Product, shows WooCommerce products. Floating element usually comes from an Elementor add-on or your theme. Media displays the names of uploaded files from your media library, things like images or PDFs. For example, I pick product. Update your page and preview it in the browser. You will see your radio field automatically populated with items from the post type you selected, in this case, the product list. Sometimes you don't want to rely on URL parameters or WordPress data. You just want to manage your list externally in a spreadsheet. That's where the CSV file option comes in. With this feature, you can load drop-down, radio, or checkbox options directly from a CSV file uploaded to your site. Give it a label like CSV options. Set the type to select. Set dynamic type to options. Choose CSV file as the dynamic array source. In the field that appears below, paste the file URL or related path to your CSV file. I take it from the media library. Click Update and have a preview. You will see your select field now displaying option 1, 2, 3 are coming directly from the CSV file. Move on to the last section using database. If you want your form to pull live data directly from your WordPress database, start by adding a new field. Label it something like car model depending on what data you will load. Set the type to select. Under Dynamic Type, select Options. Set the Dynamic Array Source to Database. You will now see two new fields. Database Table, enter the table name, for example, WP Post, WP Users, or your custom table like cars. Database Column, enter the column name you want to display as Options Model. This tells the plugin where to fetch the data and which column values to display inside the form drop-down. Update your form and preview it. You will now see the options automatically loaded from your database column, no manual entry needed. That wraps up the video. Thanks for watching and have a nice day.